Before we actually go over how to beat Shooting Star, we must recognize what Shooting Star is supposed to be used for in an appropriate setting. Shooting Star is supposed to be used kind of like Meteor, Divine Malison, Energy Rain, where it's a kind of like a column style attack that goes downwards, and then it knocks people away from your teammates. It's just that you have to warp with the spear as you do it, rather than just throwing the spear out, having it land on somebody, and that's the end of the attack. Noctis is given a little bit of, I guess, defense as a result of this. If people are targeting him, it makes them untarget him. Kind of like how Jump 3 works on Kayn. Except Noctis can use it a lot more often than Kayn obviously can, because Kayn has to let it charge all the way up to level 3 for his jump teleport attack to work, or at least level 2. While Noctis only has to press square whenever he wants when he has Shooting Star equipped. Shooting Star is a support style attack where you throw it on your friends to save them at a moment's notice, versus Warp Strike, where, Warp Strike's more of a melee kind of like wall rush style attack. Warp Strike's there to help your teammates out who are far away from you, over ledges, over terrain. It also can be used to counter somebody. If you can time your own Shooting Star right, they'll dash attack right at you possibly, or forward bravery. And due to the way the game works, they'll be stopped dead in their tracks, and then you'll just land on top of their head. So you can use it in a counter style way, so it's not like the other column style HP attacks where somebody uses it and they're just completely vulnerable after that fact, or they're just dead, I guess, if they use it too close and somebody just walks right through it or walks around it. Noctis actually can just use it as a counter style attack as well as a support style attack. That doesn't make it OP, it just makes it a little bit more useful than the other ones, due to the fact that Noctis himself is vulnerable while doing the attack compared to the other characters who just use it at a range. I think that's fair. He has to keep himself vulnerable to do an HP attack that everybody else has when they can do it safely from a distance. He has to throw himself directly on top of the opponent, and it's a little bit better. It's a little faster, I guess, as a result compared to the other ones, and also has that that mechanic where it forces you to lock off him while he's gone from the map temporarily. Anyways, that's besides the point. Let's actually get into how we deal with it improperly when you get into a laggy match and you start pressing square, 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 and people start dying on your team. How do you deal with it at that point? So we're actually live now instead of being pre-recorded, and I want to show you all something. When Noctis throws a Shooting Star, right about here, as I pause the game, you can actually hit him right here and get him out of it. You can interrupt his ability. And if you do hit him right there, nothing will come out, he won't fly away, there won't be any spear that comes out magically, the attack will be cancelled, unlike some other characters where if they do this kind of vertical column style HP attack, the attack will still go through even if you hit him in the face. Like their energy balls or whatever, depending on what kind of attack it is, will still land. If it's Meteor, it'll still land, for example, if the Meteor's already out. But if you hit Noctis right here, it just won't work, it'll just stop. But anyways, what we're actually going to show you right here is that when he bounces back after throwing the spear and upon landing, you'll see he's like little kind of like, he throws it down, he stabs into the ground, and he jumps backwards. I'm going to hold down while doing it, and you guys should be able to tell why this is important. So I'm holding down. You saw how long it took me for to get control of Noctis again? Here, I'll put it in slow motion so you guys can see it too. At the point where I actually move backwards, and I start moving backwards, that's when I have control of Noctis again. Now I can dodge out of it, but that keeps me vulnerable. And I can dash cancel if I actually land it. Well, actually, no, I can't dash cancel at all. Didn't know that. But yeah, if Noctis does miss it, he can dodge out of the attack. Dodging is faster than actually trying to move your character. But it makes him predictable. You just gotta wait an extra second to punish him. So the reason why I'm showing you all this, why I'm explaining this to you, is because when he does this, when he lands, the moment where he's jumping backwards, you can easily dash up to him and punch him with whatever the hell you got, whatever your neutral attack is. He might dodge, and that's okay. You just gotta wait a second or two. And you can tell who's going to dodge depending on what kind of player they are, the way they play earlier in the match. If they're dodging a lot during every attack they do, like a lot of players like to do, then they're one of the players who will dodge after they throw out a Shooting Star. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over each character who has the hardest time with the attack itself in each role. This is out of respect for my own time and your time. I don't want to waste too much of it. We're going to start with Vanguard, then Assassin, then Marksman, then Specialist, and see how do we deal with Noctis' Shooting Star with each role. So to summarize what we've learned, Noctis is super vulnerable after throwing out the Warp's Shooting Star attack, because he has to bounce off the ground after he stabs his spear into the ground. This is the perfect time for you to strike whenever he does that. And now what we're doing is we're live again with what I think is the worst Vanguard in the game to deal with this, Furion. Because Furion, unlike the other Vanguards, doesn't move while he does attacks. As you can see, I'm pretty much still while doing all these attacks. The only attack he moves while doing is his air attack, which is a downward bravery attack, because it just slams him down. And considering how Shooting Star is a vertical column attack, I don't think it's going to help us very much. So what we're doing here is letting Noctis get killing bravery on us, so he started spamming it. So that was a nicely timed dodge on my part, just pressing circle before he lands. And the reason why I'm just walking here is not because he's a bot, it's because he's going to start spamming that, like every Noctis would do, with properly using this attack. Like, what else is Noctis going to do? He has no one to combo off of, which means it relies on me to make a mistake to actually get hit by that attack, or for me to fail a dodge and go dodge into a wall by accident. As you can see here, if I just keep walking, I leave myself ready to attack at any moment, and I can just walk right back up and hit him in the face before he can move away. Now, other Vanguards can actually dodge and dash and whatnot while being with Noctis, because they have better movement abilities as they attack compared to Furion. Furion doesn't move for shit, man. He really doesn't. It makes him quite difficult to play in certain situations. Uh-oh, sad. Oh, no! Ow. And as you can see there, with some proper teamwork, Noctis managed to fucking slap the shit out of me with his HP attack. Uh-oh. He has Killing Bravery again, so what we're going to do, like I said, is just... You're not going to dash, because dashing as a Vanguard makes you kick off and then stop. Hang on, I'll show you what I mean right here. As you can see, you have to bend down, and then your character pushes off the ground, and then they're moving. And plus, you're not even as fast as Noctis is. You might be thinking, well, it's kind of unfair because the game automatically retargets you back into Noctis because there's no other targets in the match. Well, I guess that's a fair point. However, all this is, when you see the two come up, you just gotta quickly press L2 and R2 and it'll target right back onto him. Or just mash L2 and R2. It's not like there's a cooldown where you have to keep, stop pressing L2 and R2 or something. You keep mashing until it targets back onto Noctis. But as you can see, if I just stay calm and keep targeting back onto Noctis, I can kick his ass pretty easily as a Vanguard, as Vanguards are supposed to do. They take names and they kick ass. So to summarize the lesson, walking backwards calmly against Noctis who spam Shooting Star is a good idea, because it allows you to attack at any moment's notice. Vanguards can easily beat Noctis because they're Vanguards and their attacks kind of just power through his if he does decide to attack them. And most of the time, teammates should be able to help you by just poking him with a stick. Now, interestingly, I think the assassin who has the hardest time dealing with Noctis is Noctis himself. Due to the fact that Noctis is just not the best combatant out of all of them, he's probably the worst one in terms of actually, one-on-one fighting or whatever. All of his moves are pretty generic, and they all result in him being kind of predictable, I suppose. If you've watched the game before, you've seen all of his moves on other characters. They're just like worse versions of them. He has tools. They're more like tools than anything. But when it comes down to an assassin versus an assassin fight, it comes down to who is better at playing assassin, who's better at utilizing their speed, who's better at dash canceling, dodge canceling, who can outspeed the other player. So that was close. Ha! Got him. Now I'm using Plunge, it's my favorite. Imagine Steel Power Roulette would have a little bit of trouble dealing with this. So that one coming. But when he does warp through you, I guess you could okay, there we go. Don't be afraid to spam dodging like I am, because I'm not on the ground and I can't get on the ground fast enough. This is ridiculous. Ow! Fuck. Eventually he'll catch up if you don't do anything else other than dodge. Like I should have done something else other than dodge twice and then spam an HP attack. That was dumb of me to do that. That was really close. Like stupidly close. Make sure to target back onto him when he lands, like I did there, to hit him in the face. And you're able to hit him when he lands with whatever character you're using as an assassin. So to summarize Noctis' lesson, stay mobile, stay safe, dodge cancel, dash cancel, prove you're the better assassin, use whatever unique tools your character has, because Noctis doesn't have any really unique tools outside of the warp. While it's a great tool as a assassination tool, Noctis really can't fight with it. You can see it coming if he's throwing it directly at you, and you can just wait for him to teleport behind you and then you just hit him there. When it actually comes to combat one-on-one situations, Noctis just sucks. You can beat him, but just fight him in like any other character you would fight. And then of course land your HP attack once he becomes vulnerable to a point where you can land it. don't throw out your slow moves, and you should be able to kick his ass pretty easily as an assassin. Now on to marksman. I chose Gold. Say it. Thank you for saying it, Moogle. I chose Golbez because Golbez tends to be the slowest assassin marksman, I guess. Also, when he loses 1,000 HP, he becomes shit. He just instantly goes from cool, overpowered character to being completely fucking useless. And it only takes one hit to lose your shit. So, unlike the other two characters who usually have an answer to fighting Noctis, what you're gonna want to do here? Why are them attacking me? Hello. Seems I made a bit of an accident when setting up the AI's programming. Okay, so there we go. He's moving now. What you want to do here is actually spam your slow attack. This is for Golbez at least. The marksmen are quite varied actually. Some of them can keep up with Noctis. For example, your Stola and Ace. You guys probably don't need my help at all with this kind of tutorial. You guys gotta keep dodging, keep spamming your neutral attacks, and your backwards bravery attacks because they keep you safe. Golbez, on the other hand, what you're gonna do is just keep a safe distance away from him while spamming your forward bravery attack because that's your slowest attack. Other characters have this kind of attack where it's a slow giant projectile that chases the opponent down. Or maybe it's some kind of shower style attack where it's a cloud that follows the opponent and then drops projectiles on them. For example, Kefka and Ultimecia had that kind of attack. What you're going to do is spam your defensive attacks. Just spam the shit out of them. Don't ever actually go for the HP. Well, actually, no. You should go for the HP against bad Noctises. The reason why you're spamming your attacks so much without actually approaching is because what you're going to want to do is just keep him off of you because you're not supposed to fight Noctis. He's supposed to fight you and kick your ass. Now, as you can see here, I have all the bravery I need to kill him. But it's extremely dangerous to actually kill him if he's targeting you. Right now he's targeting me 4, so I'm going to try and go for it. Haha, I got him. Nah, it seems kind of dumb for me to say all that shit about, not approaching him when I just kicked his ass super hard. But this is not a real match. Obviously, the bot might mess up. It might get confused. It might go. They prioritize cores over actual combat. And now the bot, if it goes after me, I'm gonna get my ass kicked because once he gets close, it's over for me. That's the mentality you have to have when you're playing as a marksman. You cannot let him get close. Spam your slow attacks while retreating constantly. A lot of people say recommend bringing it to your teammates. Personally, I have no idea if that's effective or not. People don't usually realize what's going on around them. They tunnel, go for 1v1s. I've noticed that. That's why I've won a lot of fights, actually. Just ignore the person trying to 1v1 me. Maybe HP attack them every once in a while to, keep them off. That's for another video. I just beat Noctis twice. Holy shit, I'm so proud of myself. Even at this distance right now, I'm kind of in danger. Because he can easily just... If I miss one attack against him, if he decides to dodge against one of my attacks and dash, I think the word is perpendicular to me, where he dashes to my left or to my right, while also directly at me, I'm kind of fucked. He's going through the core again. Let's let him get the core so his AI calms down, let him summon, and then see how he acts. Alright, so the summon's gone. I gave him armor just so he can kick my ass a little bit easier. And now we're fighting Noctis. What are we going to do here? Noctis has the ability to fight me. I think he's trying to get his teammates to help him, but they're not, which might be the situation what he's doing right now. Let's actually get a little closer to him, so he might come after me. Come on, don't be afraid. So he warps, he's trying to get behind me. And again, I'm just going to spam projectiles while he tries to attack me, so he might dodge out of one, they hit by the other one. This is to stop him slowly. And keep in mind, during this time, I'm trying to figure out where my teammates are so they can help me. Yes, I would love for him to help me, but, sometimes it doesn't work out. You just want to stay near the combat so somebody can just, interrupt this cycle of Noctis chasing you down and attacking you. You want that to stop. You want to get knocked away. Oh, shit. Here comes the shooting star spam. What you want to do here is wait for him to do it. While backing up again. Then when he lands, you run back up to him. When he lets go of the thing, the spear. Do it again. And that's what Bart's generic ground neutral bravery. You're just gonna walk away, and then he comes back, just pop up, bam. Now that I mastered it, I don't have to walk back into it. And that's basically it for our tutorial. The specialists depends on your own character, but basically comes down to just walk away. And same Vanguard strategy we learned earlier. With a mastered Barts, you don't have to walk back in because of how it's a kick, it's a dive kick. Anyways, I'm Blue the Hedgehog. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe. Make sure to practice your dodges against Noctis, and I'll see you guys next time on Blue the Hedgehog. Come on up here. We gotta say goodbye together. Bye! There's me, my friend. Me, my frenemy. Oh, look at the crystal. Alright, for real. See you later.